Welcome. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at this Bluetooth battery monitor. So if you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon. And if you use that link, it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So I came across this device when I was looking for devices that would monitor the voltage on a car vehicle. But there are many applications for this. Probably a common application would be to put it on a trailer. You could also put this on a backup sump pump battery, things like that. So let me get this out of the package. It has these leads on it. The distance from tip to tip of each of these terminals is about 18 inches. It's just over 18 inches. We have a manual, and it says this product is used to monitor the auto battery, cranking system, and charging system. After you install it to the battery, the mobile can connect via Bluetooth 4.0. When some problems happen in the battery, cranking, and charging system, it can send a notification alert to the user. Besides, the user can also test and review the trip record via the app. So here's some parameters. It says the average current is 1.5 milliamps. So a typical car might have about 25 milliamps draw at any given time just on the computer systems and things that are powered when the car is off. So this is a pretty small amount, and that is a concern. You don't want this device to drain your battery down when you're trying to keep your battery from becoming drained down. The input voltage here is 6 to 20 volts. Operating temperature is minus 40 to 90 degrees Celsius. The physical dimensions are 5.5 by 3.5 by 1.6 centimeters. Voltage accuracy within the range of 9 to 16 volts is plus or minus 0.03 volts. Has short circuit protection built in, reverse connection protection built in, Bluetooth 4.0, Bluetooth name is battery monitor, the app keyword is BM2. So to install this, you unscrew the terminal bolt and then you slide that connector under it and tighten it down. So you can do this without completely disconnecting your battery, but you have to be very careful about bridging the positive terminal to ground on your car. So if you're not sure what that meant, what I just said there, you need to research that. That can be very dangerous. The safest way to do this would be to completely disconnect the negative terminal, connect this wire to the positive cable, and then replace the negative terminal and then place the negative wire on there. And then it says fix the product body with Velcro. Then you install the app, and there's a QR code here, but I just searched for BM2 battery and that came up. It says you can receive the signal up to 10 meters. So it depends on what's going to be in the way. So if you have this in an attached garage, it will likely reach your phone at least at some point. If you have this outside in a, say, RV, maybe if you're going near it, it will connect up. So this talks about the app operation, and it has the voltage logging, and it talks about the charging tests and such. So I have a small lead acid battery. I'm going to try real quick and see if this will power up with that so I can connect it to the app here on my bench, because it's easier to do than doing it at my car. Okay, so I'm going to connect this up, and I don't see any lights on here, which is good because you don't need a light and it would just draw more electricity. So I'm on my iPad here. Typically I would set this up on my phone, but this is just easier for me to record. So I have the battery monitor BM2 app here. I have installed it already. That's pretty basic. You hit open. It says it would like to use Bluetooth. It's asking to allow it to use my location. I'll say allow while using the app. It says it would like to use Bluetooth. I'll say okay. It says it would like to send me notifications. I'll say okay. Okay, so it's connected, and we can see the voltage of the battery here. We're at 13.18 volts. So let's look at the settings real quick. It has daily power notification. It says transmit one time every 9 hours. So we can change this. It looks like we have 1, 3, 6, 9, 12, and 24 hours are the time intervals. It says abnormal cranking notification, transmit one time every 6 hours, and we have the same time there. It says power alarm, and it has an alarm at 20% and 50%. We have English, Bluetooth device connected, hardware installation. It just has instructions in here. We have firmware update and FAQ. So that's pretty basic there. Now it does have a cranking test. I'm not going to run this on this small battery, and we have a charging test here also. And then there's a trip meter. So this knows when you're driving your car, and it can monitor those things. So it looks like we already have a chart here of it for the few minutes I've had it connected. And if I hit that little plus, we can see the chart over a longer amount of time. So we can see the 30 or 31 days, and we can change that there. So you can monitor the voltage. So you can watch if you're getting a drop in your voltage. So I just wanted to highlight this app on my bench here because it's just a little easier for me, but I'm going to go install this in the vehicle, and then I'll probably use this for a while, and we'll check out the data from a longer term test. Okay, so I have this installed on my battery. So I installed these on the battery clamps. On this one here, I could have loosened this nut and tightened it under here, but I have this all taped up, so I didn't want to untape that. If I ever have this untaped, I may move this, and then I have this side here. So I'll leave this connected for a while, maybe like days or weeks, I'm not real sure, and then I'll come back and look at the results. Okay, so I'm in my vehicle, and I don't think I mentioned before, but this is a 1997 Land Cruiser, and I've let this run for a couple weeks now, so I have the app open, and it wants to upgrade the firmware. I'll hit upgrade, but then I'm actually going to cancel out of there because it will reset this whole thing, and I don't want to reset it while I'm making the video. But we can see here that the voltage says 12.24, so it says low power. So I don't know if my battery's going bad. I know I've had that problem in the past where something was drawing electricity when the car was not running, so that may still be an issue. So if I tap on the chart here, we can see the voltage here. Let me go to 7 days. So there was a break in here and I'm not sure exactly why, but you can see there's a couple times I actually drove, so you can see the spike. Let's see if we can go back in time. I'll just use the top navigation so we can see what time I drove here, because that's when I started it. So you can see the voltage is lower on the left side. So if I drag around there, we can see it was about 12.11, and then on the right side it's 12.44. So that's because the alternator was charging it while I was driving. Let's go back 15 days, or show 15 days at a time. So I'm not sure what those missing parts were. It might be because my phone wasn't in range of this, so it didn't get the history downloaded. So this car is outside, and there are long periods of times when I'm not near this car. Now normally when I'm driving it regularly, I'll be closer to it on a more regular basis. So we can see the voltage trend there. We also have a cranking test. It says cranking voltage is okay. So this would have been last time I started it, but I'll start it up now. So here we saw the cranking voltage was 9.84 volts. So this also has a charging test on it. So we'll hit test again. So you want to turn off any accessories on your car that consume power when it's idling. So I'll do that. I'll hit start testing. Now I'm going to rev up the engine to 2,500 RPM. Okay, so here we can see the test. It says charging voltage and idle speed and charging voltage and high RPM, and those look very good. So we can assume the alternator is working well. Then we'll go to trip here, and these are the trips I took. So it's been tracking those. So that's the Quicklynks Bluetooth battery monitor. I'm going to keep this on this vehicle so I can watch trends on it. I don't drive this vehicle a lot in the winter time, but winter is ending right now, so I'll be driving it more, and I can watch and see if that battery is draining more quickly or if it's staying up with its charge with regular use of the vehicle. But a device like this would also be good for things like RVs. You could use it for backup batteries if you have a backup battery on a sump pump, things like that. You could use this on a riding mower, motorcycle, anything with a 12-volt lead acid battery. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.